Good morning, everyone. Day 2. Man, I love this place. Smell the mountain air. Back in Helen. It's a good day. So, I'm like wound up. So much to do. I got to get the car on the lift and figure out what the rattling is. Figure out what's loose. Something's loose. I always blame it on the sway bar, but it's never been the sway bar. So I'm going to figure out what that is. I want to wash the car, and I also want to mountain bike. I want to hike. I want to work out. I need to eat. I got a lot to do. It's also pollen season here, so I haven't had allergies in a while. But I did bring some Claritin. But anyway, if you're here, I'm going to vlog this entire week. Yesterday was my first road trip in over a decade, around a decade. Just incredible. So I'm driving the Tesla here up in Helen, hanging out here for a few days. Mike's going to bring my GT4 RS up with his GT3 RS. We're going to go up about 2 hours north of here to North Carolina to Fontana Dam. And so I'm going to hang out here in Helen for a few days. And Jim, who now owns the house, I sold this house, is kind enough to let me stay here. And I've never driven here. So, but I want to wash the car. I'm probably going to wash it outside here in the outdoor wash bay. Yeah, it's going to be a good day. Bring you along the ride with me. So this is my GoPro setup for the week. I've got a single camera So this is my GoPro setup for the week. I got a third, just in case if I want to add a third camera, which I may do. But this is the one I put generally on the outside. Here in the mountains, oftentimes I'll put it on the inside of the car, but I usually put this like on the windshield facing forward, and I put this in linear mode, so that way it's not as wide. And then this I'll put in wide mode, and I'll put this in the car, and then you just plug in the microphone. But this is the medium out. These are Hero 10 or 12s, I believe. I don't know. Yeah, I think they're 12s. It's probably time for me to upgrade. I want to go to the DJI. The batteries on these suck. So I'm going to get this all set up and ready to go. I also have some footage from yesterday to pull off of there that I'm going to put on my computer. Okay, so the updates to the Helen house. Man, it looks so much better. They had the cabinets refinished here. And then I think this is quartzite. So they had some quartzite countertops put in, had this all refinished. And then the key, new backsplash. Got rid of that goofy light overhead over top of the sink. So now all the cabinets look the part. The backsplash looks better. This back here, also finishing the same thing. New backsplash here. That was something that was on my very short list. They also had this bathroom redone, which looks so much better. Looks so much brighter and better. And then got rid of the really goofy backsplash in here and did something. It just looks so much cleaner, brighter, more modern. Just better. But they're resurfacing and doing lots of construction, so there's not really any, you've seen this house 1,000 times, but they're redoing the decking and putting an elevator in, so everything else is pretty much the same. And I think they definitely have had I think the floor is probably just buffed and waxed. Oh, and they got rid of that stupid fireplace that I wanted to get rid of so badly. That's awesome. So lots of deck boards getting replaced, and then they're going to sand this all, get it refinished. This is all that Ipe wood. But I got to make me my steak. And then I have a coaching call with my leadership team, so I can't totally detach. Oh, that's also been repainted too. That looks so much better. It was cherry, didn't look so great. It looks so much better in here. This is exactly what I had hoped I would have loved to have done. So great. Okay, so I'm gonna make my steak, and then I'm gonna get the car on the lift and figure out what's going on with the rattling. All right, I got my steak in and butter. Stick of butter, Snake River Farms ribeye. I'm gonna see about getting this car on the lift and see if I can't find out what's going on with this suspension. Got the car up on the lift. I'm gonna check all the bolts, see if I can't figure out what's chattering. So I'm gonna take the front wheels off. There's nothing in the rear. Everything in the rear is good. I will check all the bolts, but I think we're good to figure this out. Well, we sure are slipping these days. It's because these bolts right here, we didn't torque. So that's the chatter, is that they're loose. So I'm gonna put wrench to every bolt. We did this really fast because I needed to get on the, get on the road. So I'm gonna tighten those down and problem solved. All right, that's great news, fixed. I'm surprised those bolts didn't fall out. It was just real chattery because the upper control arm we just put the bolts in but didn't tighten it. So we're good to go. I'm gonna go do my coaching meeting and then probably gonna go do my drive in this thing. I need to get some clips to finish the Tesla video for the main channel, and I wanna go for a drive. So we're gonna do that first, and then I'll come back and probably wash the car and then figure out what I'm gonna do for biking. All right, everybody, I'm geared up. I'm ready to go hit the trail. I'm gonna go to Duke's Creek, which is really easy hiking trail. I'm gonna test out my hamstring since I kind of tweaked it a little bit yesterday. And joint little venture here because I'm going to do it's a joint little venture here because I'm gonna go do Richard B. Russell out and then back, hike Duke's Creek, come back here. I need to shoot a couple of clips of driving for our latest OG video. The car should be fully dialed now that I tightened down those A-arms. And I'm at 83% charge. I'll probably come back down, go charge it up afterwards because I'm gonna burn some energy here. And this is gonna be great. Take some photos up at the top. I'm gonna go make it happen. All right, everybody. Well, we're on the Richard B. Russell Scenic Highway, and 5 seconds in, I got behind a nerd going 20 miles an hour. Please pull over. That's a good pullover spot. This is one of my favorite roads. And we're gonna do it. If we can get out from underneath this dork. So like I said, the Duke's Creek Falls, Ravens Cliff Falls is back that way. So I'm gonna go out to the end of Richard B. Russell, turn around, come back, and then I'll do the hike. At least that's my plan. But hopefully this guy will pull over at some point, so I'm gonna have to sit here and follow him going freaking 10 miles an hour the whole way. Okay, now we can drive. We missed the uphill. Now we're gonna do the downhill. But man, Tesla feels so good, especially after tightening everything up. It was awesome. I'm doing great. Car feels awesome. Oh, I miss this so much. Good old-fashioned driving therapy, folks. Even if it isn't a Tesla, at least I made this thing pretty fun. Pretty fast. This is great. Ears are popping. Gotta get some heat into these carbon ceramics. This is incredible. Yeah. I did bed the brakes, but I feel like they could use a little more working out. You know, kind of have to turn the regen off, I think. Car's doing too much assisting here. Wow. Yeah, it's doing too much braking for me. Get out of here. To dynamics. That's better. It was applying the brakes. I love it. The car takes some getting used to on how to drive, though. You know, because you're not using as much normal braking because of the regen part. Let's see if we got a map. No maps. So we got a few minutes of run. Whew. Feeling a little bit nervous, but I'm good. Turkeys. These brakes are making a lot of noise. This is what I needed, though. I needed to just come out and do it. So I'm going to turn around and go back up. Gosh, even to have a turn like this right here in Florida would be amazing. Takes a little different input output, or you get different output. You have a little different input with the instant torque, and then the regenerative braking, which maybe I should just turn that off. Only thing we're missing is the sound, because this car, steering feels great, suspension feels great. The wheels and tires feel great. It's like the right size car for this kind of workout. Just heavy, but what was it? 3,700 pounds without the wheels, so add another 200. What does that make it? 4,000 pounds. It's still fun though, man. I'm enjoying it. Alright, made it up to the top of Richard B. Russell. So, just need to take a photo. Well, there'll be no running this week, so I'm gonna have to go get on the bike. My hamstring is jacked. I'm never playing basketball again. It's screwing me up, man. So this is an easy 2.5 mile baby trail, but it's got a cool falls down here. So I'm just gonna do it because I'm here. Let's check it off. I've only done this, I think I've done this twice. Once with the family. Kate was a little girl. And then once when we were doing our discovery process of the various trails around here, but it's beautiful. But yeah, my hamstring is tight. Not good. Yep. Cool. Therapeutic. It's good for me to get out here. Because I'm afraid of heights too. The trail had me bugging out a little bit. Yeah, this is it's good for an introvert, you know. Come out here into the woods by myself. It's simultaneously positive and negative because I'm bugging out a little bit from the heights, but I love being out here. So it's like a double-edged sword. Awesome. I think last time I was here, this was closed. We got taken out by a tree. Awesome. So, I think what I'm going to do Raven Cliff, which is another mile up the road. So I'm gonna go do another out and back on the Richard B. Russell. This is 2.5 miles of just easiness. And I'm gonna go do Ravens Cliff, which is 5 miles. And then we'll go back to wash the car or take a nap. All right, that was cleaner. Did another nice lap, full clean, no one in my way. I gotta figure out, that's so much understeer, man. I've gotta do some adjustments, but I mean, the car feels great, but I feel like I could dial it in a little better. I'm gonna go back up. Okay, I was struggling a little bit this morning, you know, first trip up, then did an out and came back. The out was a little, you know, just like a little on edge. No panic, but just a little anxious. And then did the back. It felt better. Did the hike. Anxious on the way down. Felt good on the way back. Or like 3/4 of the way down. Then I just had a great clean run up and back. And now I'm going to go hike 5 miles, which I probably shouldn't. It's 3 o'clock. And I got in this kind of gnarly dirt here. So let's see if I messed up this stuff. Oh, all good. Man, my car needs cleaned. It's going to be a fun wash tonight. But I'm going to come do this again tomorrow, and I'm going to go add maybe wolf pen. This is good. This is good. I was ready to quit. Now, all it takes is a little bit of positivity. Look at my car. Thanks to this car for getting me. I owe this car a lot. I owe this car and probably my blue GT3 the most. But I'm going to talk to Mountain Pass guys and see. I wonder if I should dial up stiffness in the rear a little bit. A little compression rebound. Maybe go to the stiffer setting on the sway bar. Because, I just feel so understeer heavy. I mean, this car is going to be understeery anyway because of how heavy it is. But these wheels are incredible. All right, people. Nothing like doing 5 miles of they call this moderate, on a pulled hamstring. I'm doing it anyway. So I guess I'm not mountain biking today. Maybe I'll mountain bike tomorrow. Who knows? I'm just rolling with it. That's the new me. Doing some rolling. Oh yeah, I think I've done this hike 3-4 times. It's been a while. So I'm excited. Yep, love being out here. Let's go do it. Quick little 5-mile jaunt through this kind of terrain. Now that I got my angst out of the way, I'm ready to go enjoy and dominate. No more avoiding life. Yep, it's a great hike. About a mile in, a mile and a half to go. Get to the real falls. Heart rate's at 112, somewhere between 100, 115, depending on my incline. All right, made it. 2.5 miles. Piece of cake. Yeah, Raven Cliff Falls. That's the cliff. All right, time to march back. Alrighty, 5.1 miles plus the 2.5, so 7.5 miles in today. Not too shabby. It's a lot easier when you're not a fatso. All right, let's go up, do some driving. Gotta have an OG seat shield for occasions like this when I'm all sweaty and dirty. All right, just did half a wolf pen. I'm gonna go up to behind Molly's and get charged up. Driving through downtown Helen, which I haven't driven through in a long, long time. And I'm excited to just cruise through downtown without stressing it. Wolfpen's gnarly, man. I went halfway up because I gotta get a charge. So I wanted to just go to the top, turn around and come back. It's freaking awesome though. But I got a little nervous being on the side of a cliff there for a few minutes. But I'm good now. You need it charged up here. I think Mully's is closed on Mondays. Mully's sold Mully's. I got some little tweaks to do to this little car, but it's doing a good job. It's a lot of fun. Oh, my sidewall's looking not bad at all. I'm gonna do some washing and charging. I'm gonna go down here to the tavern and screw it. I'm eating. Wonder how bad I scraped my lip on the on the rocks. This sucker needs some cleaning. Not a good parking job here. It's all right. We got 12 charging stations and nobody charging but me. So let's go get something to eat. I had to eat, but I stayed carnivore. I had wings, well, largely carnivore wings. I had I got like a sausage sandwich without the sandwich. So like a sausage peppers type thing. And then I just ate the sausage. Yeah, we're 100% charged. Finally, first time I've talked about 100% charging for a long time. Finally got it done. Gotta hit up some Betty's. Try not to buy a bunch of delicious treats. All right, everybody, I think that's a wrap for today. I'm gonna wash the car tomorrow. And I'm gonna go downstairs and watch a movie in the home theater or watch a show or something and do some dreaming of something, not sure. But this old Tesla, I really dig it. It looks like a real sports car, man. It's helping me out. Today was a nice little push. You know, when I first went to Richard B. Russell, the first middle section at the very top got a little sketched out. Like I said, got a little sketched out on the first hike. Then just kind of what's happened to me is once I start pushing through some of that little bit of initial angst, instead of running away, which I normally would have and quit, once I get through it, then something shifts in my brain and it just feels better, feels right. So I think tomorrow I'm going to mess with the car. I'm going to mess with the setup. I do have a meeting at 2 p.m. Gosh, dang it. Kind of messes up my day. So I think what I'll probably do is mess around with the car here and I don't know, we'll see. I'm going to bring you along so you'll know what I'm doing. So I don't need to think about it. But yeah, I went to bed at midnight, got up at 6:30 for whatever reason, ready to roll. Got a good solid day of driving therapy, life therapy. So I did 3 out and backs on Richard B. Russell, which is a solid, I don't know how many miles it is, 12 miles. So, 40 miles on Richard B. Russell. And then I went all the way out to Wolf Pen, did half of Wolf Pen. So tomorrow I'll try to do all of Wolf Pen, maybe Blood Mountain. I don't know, we'll see. Many possibilities. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.
Quarter tank to Tucson. You swore we'd make it anyway. Wait. Maps spread on the dash like wings that couldn't fly. You said, trust the horizon. I said, trust that we won't die. Hey, quarter tank to Tucson, half a plan and a borrowed car. Every mile a maybe, every mile another scar. You kept humming some old heartbreak off key, but you sang it strong. If love is just a